Hey, it's Omega War time. So you hit level 40. I can't actually remember what the unlock is. I think it's 40. Might be 50. But as soon as you unlock Omega War, you want to be doing it twice daily. And you want to win. But I'm going to walk you through some of the basics here because it doesn't really give you that good of a description. So you start off on a team. Everybody starts off with 100 points. And you're just going to walk around and you're going to go destroy these crystals. And then it's going to drop little crystals for you to pick up. As you pick them up, you see I grabbed a small one, so I get 20 points. And then you want to kill people. And as you kill them, you take half of their score, and it becomes yours. Now, what is definitely not very well described is, number one, you don't always want to be on auto here. You kind of want to be a little bit thoughtful about this. But you want to, like, pick off opponents. So here we got this Spider-Man. They'll try to like drag you back to their homeland. Flying is really good to try to just stay out of the eyesight of other people. But here you're seeing like it's first come first serve to the crystals. I think it does give priority to like whichever team broke it open, but it doesn't necessarily end up in that person's favor. So you do want to like pay attention to that. And then I like the zoom ones with. Like one of Star-Lord's best things is being able to move around. You see I got the kill there, defeated. You get points for kills, and then you also will get game points. Then you also get these other points. And basically the team that wins is the team that gets the most points by the time is called. Now another thing that I kind of just want to point out for you guys that you might not be aware of. One of the best ways to get to keep getting points and to stay alive, etc., is to actually get more points. So every time you get a certain number of them, it heals you for that percentage. It's quite nice. Oh, feel the pain, feel the pain. So right now I'm at like 9.5. I'm just kind of waiting for crystals to drop to try to get try to stay alive. So here we go. Here's crystals. I'm gonna blast these open, and you see me at 10% health. The more I pick up, the more health I get back. So there you go. So that's how you're seeing people with massive scores stay alive. Basically, is just there is some value to just hanging around, waiting for those crystals to drop, and then getting the value out of them that way. And again, Star-Lord I just really like for PvP in Omega War specifically because he has so many of these like dash around abilities. He also does good control. He has flying, which is helpful. Do not underestimate the power of flying. Just being able to avoid other people is super helpful. There we go. A giant Convergium crystal has appeared. Usually those are back at your base or in the middle, but they can be anywhere. It doesn't look like it's back at the base. Looks like it's up over here. And this is actually a pretty close match. You get 750 points for a win. You get... I'm just going to kill her because it's fun. She's dropping her ult, so might as well get rid of her. 750 points for a win. For a loss, you get 300. And then for a draw, you get like... I think, yeah, so a draw is 375. So I do think that I would like to see those a little bit closer together in terms of points. I find that one of the best anti-cheating schemes for a game is to just make it so that there aren't massive points for winning. The point delta should be relatively close. She is like wigging out. But you can see she has a ton of points, so it is helpful to focus on the players with the bigger points. I do think it gives them more health, though, so they're harder to kill. Oh, Spider-Man is ruining my day. Got him. Oh, and then Storm just ganked me from behind. So you're seeing the points going back and forth. Honestly, like the best way to just quickly get them are to grab convergence crystals. That's like the fastest way to get them. Getting points from kills just takes a while, and honestly, unless you have like an end game build kit, it's pretty difficult to do. Here, see, I just picked up like 80 points. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Didn't even have to work too hard for it. And then these players with like low points, they have very low health. So if you just want to rack up Dark Dimension skill points, which help for your seasonal rewards and how good you are at the end of the season, then that's one place to focus on. What else did I tell you guys about this mode? Just like winning matters in terms of getting those points for the seasonal rewards. But unless you're kind of gunning this and playing it all the time and you're tryharding, I think just enjoy it. Don't worry about that aspect too much. I would be more focused and concerned about just having some fun, getting good to... Oh my gosh, these strange clones are murder, man. Every time I'm... No. Strange ult. Strange ult is so powerful. Get off my lawn, Spider-Man. Yeah, there we go. The Strange's ult just is so much crowd control, especially in PvP. Just being able to levitate everyone instantly. And there's not really like much of a warm-up. He just kind of does it all of a sudden. Storms is at least like you have at least a split second to respond. Now, I do love the Hadron Collider for Star-Lord. You just can blast people from super far away, so you can get some good damage value in without having to necessarily get into the thick of it. Guard broken. Whew. Well, I was at high score earlier. Not doing so great now. But I don't have a super big PvP build. I am not into Dark Zone yet. So a lot of the people who are just kind of slapping you around are Dark Zone builds. And you'll see people like this, Captain Marvel here, who just have massive points. And like, I'm going to use my ult on her. I'll knock her over, but she just has so many points. It's just impossible to tamp down on her value. Jeez, so many points. One bad thing about Star-Lord though are like the Hadron Collider does shoot far away, but it has a super long load screen. So it takes a hot minute to just get working. Oh, get off of me, Doctor Strange. I actually think this is one of my higher kills. Like when I first started, it was all I could do to get 2 kills in Omega War. So no, just have like an expectation that you're not going to do amazing. And I'll show you guys what you can get with some of the rewards at the end. It looks like we're gonna lose this. I don't see any great way of us winning. They're players who have like 1800. Just their health pool goes up by so much that they're virtually impossible to take down. And we'll just never beat them out of their points. The best thing you can hope to do is kind of like trap snare people with like a Doctor Strange ult and knock them out that way. So here you see you get 100 points per enemy defeat, and then you get a battle score. This is basically, insofar as I can tell, tied directly to you picking up the crystals. And I can look at the battle details. You can see how much everybody got. But, I was by far not the worst player on my team. I was just right in the middle. And at level 73, I'm pretty happy with that result. Yeah, geez, we had like all Doctor Stranges who just did mass control on us. And we had all Star-Lords. So I think that needs to get a little bit more balanced. But it's a pretty fun game mode. I actually really enjoy it. It's probably my favorite PvP game mode so far. So that's a breakdown of Omega War. One thing I am going to just show you guys. So in operations, you do have special operations, blitz, most wanted, etc. But this is an arena. So you come to Omega War here. You can see your weekly rank. You can see your total points. You have 2 reward counts per day. So I have both of those. You can keep playing, and it does matter for the Ravager progress. So you do have to win in Omega War 10 times. And one thing I will note, you have to wait for Omega War. So it is a timed event. It's not just like available all the time, which I think is how they help queue more people into it. I just seem to use an ult here before we go back to. I just like lure us away as many as I can and then nuke them. And I really love the black hole version of this, and that continuously knocks them into the air. It is quite nice. Jeez, the Dark Elves have so much health. Anyway, other thing I was going to show you guys, shop. So later on, so tokens is where you spend these ones. You get friendship tokens, be friends with people, just share them some stuff. Synchronized particles are really helpful. Costume boxes are also pretty good. You can only get one per week of those, so just plan around those. The Convergium, I think the best way to do that is to AFK farm battle badges. Honestly, it doesn't really matter if you're down here, just start from spawning point. The Midgardia levels aren't too big, so you can pretty easily get to where you're going. But it will kick you out of your store screen, which is a little bit annoying. But Omega War will give you Omega card boxes. So this is really what you're kind of angling for here. Level 100 Omega War battle badge box, is a battle badge, and one thing I'll talk about that in just 1 second. You can also buy region costume selections, but I wouldn't spend them there. Dimensional Duel is pretty fun. You can get core boxes from that is kind of the big thing, as well as potential reports, but I think probably you want to focus on the core bots. And maybe some of the squad points if you're stuck in squad progression. But better to just bring up a new character for that. You can... where is it? You can buy those materials. If you don't want to AFK farm, you can buy those materials. Maybe in draw? No, not here. No, they must have taken it out. Maybe it was only part-time, but it used to just cost money instead of reward points. I guess they've taken that down. Yeah, all right. Well, it looks like that's the best way to buy those if you don't want to AFK farm for materials and you want to try to grind costumes. I've made probably like 30 different New Stark costumes at headquarters, and still haven't pulled a second piece yet, let alone a third or fourth. Anyway, look, I'm loving it. I'm having fun. I'm going to follow my own advice here and go do this Loki, even though he's pretty high level for me. You always want to hit the prime targets. I think Loki you have to do like 40 times, which brings me to the last thing I was going to say. You can always check these, come and see how many times you need to beat him. Yeah, Loki is 30 times. Holy crap, it's so many. Challenges. There are some challenges related to mostly PvE content, not really any for PvP, but there are... No, just keep going. Oh my gosh, I hate these, like... No. You do want to pay attention to the collections. So you do get certain battle badges from certain areas, and you do want to pay attention to these because you do get decent rewards for them, usually squad points and crystals. As you get on further on, it's more crystals and more points, so you do want to get that full set. A lot of these are from blitzes, but some of them are specifically from Omega battles, so you do that is the one thing that you might be wanting to angle towards, so just keep that in mind. That's all I'm going to say about that. Set this on auto. I'm going to knock out this Loki. Best of luck as you guys are trying to figure this stuff out. I know it's still a pretty new game. We're all still struggling to beat stuff like OP Lokis. I just see me just absolutely get slapped before we even get him down one stack. But we'll keep pushing, keep having fun. But let me know what you think about Omega War. Do you have a build that you're loving? Are you getting routinely slapped by a certain character that you think is really good in PvP? Or do you think a lot of this, like I do, comes down to your Omega cards and whether you get an Omega card set that is good in PvP? Notably, most of the Dark Zone sets are really good at that. So they usually have like a flat PvP bonus. So I just wait for this to go all, unless you're going to do like massive rank here, I wait for it to get down to 1 stack and then I revive just to save on gold. I'm getting massive gold crunch now that I'm doing alts. Anyway, this video is long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed that Omega War video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Until next time, get out there, keep on gaming. Bye for now.